What's up, Internet? It is the end of day 6 of the Metamorph League, and a lot got done today. A lot happened. Mostly right here, we got a lot more progression done. We're starting to chew into this Awakening bonus. Here, we're at level 5 Awakening, so we've got 5 regions fully socketed. I've just unsocketed the other ones right now, and we're going to start working on those pretty soon. But this gives us a large map pool of high tier maps that allowed us to start, getting some XP going again and getting a much, healthier map base going. Got some T16s, plenty of tier 15s and 14s, so that's felt pretty good. I don't think any gear changes happened, right? I think I had these wands last video. I kind of don't remember, to be honest. I think I did. Pretty good wands. I invested a chunk of currency into those. And now we're slowly building our results back, so hopefully over the next couple of days, maybe we can move into an S-Series reflection or something. I did try to, I did hit 2020 on all of my freezing pulses. This was the original one that I had before I bought the 2123. But all 6 of them they didn't brick, they just didn't do anything, right? All 6 of them just 2020'd. So that was kind of a bummer. I was hoping to get some money out of that. I think what we'll do this time, we're going to run a tier 16. I'm going to put like bloodlines on it or something. This is like a pretty simple tower, tier 16 at Awakening 5, so you can get an idea of what it looks like at this point. I'm pulling about 500,000 Shaper DPS per totem, I want to say, with fast up and no Vault Haste. And things are still going pretty smooth at this point, right? Like, Awakening 5 hasn't seemed to slow me down too much. The bosses are a little bit tankier, noticeably. I think they get like 15% bonus health at this level. And sometimes the Metamorphs occasionally get loose, even if I don't put... Man, we are all awaiting this Metamorph patch for the auto pickup, huh? It's gonna be so nice. But yeah, we're not having to play too safe here, right? We kind of just... It's starting to feel a little bit like running tier 16s back in 3.8. Except for the bosses. The bosses are still noticeably they're always going to feel tankier, I think. They really got a large life bump in this tier. The other thing that happened, and the reason why I wanted to kind of walk and talk here in the town, is right before this video I had spawned another Cyrus, and I thought, well, I kind of want to take another stab at him before they wind up changing him. And so I put it back down to Awakening 0 to give myself the best chance of completing it. And I got him to about 50% health on the first life, and trying to lower him into his 3rd phase for the 50 to 25% stretch. I died kind of my own fault, kind of desync. Like, if you've done the fight, you know that you can kind of get a little bit close to the storms, and you'll see the little lines appearing. The amount of damage you take usually, like right at that edge, isn't that severe, and I had to get that close to get underneath him, which seems to be what you have to do, from what I can tell, to bring him down. And usually when he comes down, he moves the storms back so you guys have room to fight. Well, I guess from the server position, that thing was a little bit closer to me than it looked, and it shredded me in about a second. So, I thought, okay. I went in knowing this time the fight was kind of BS. And immediately ran back and found that there was no longer a way back in the room. And, you'll see that on the recording, and I'll probably talk a little bit more about the fight in detail in that video. But, I was pretty frustrated. I had died once, and it was closer to like the center left of the arena, as you'll see in the video. It wasn't like I had died close to the entrance, and there was just no way back in. The storm to the south of the door had creeped up for some reason, and ouch. You shall be remade. Even on tier 16, we can take a little bit of hits. It's As you can see, they definitely live a lot longer than they used to. But yeah, there was no way back in, even after my very first death in the fight. And I was pretty annoyed, to be honest. But I figured I'd upload that one as kind of a permanent record of what the fight looked like before they inevitably nerf this fight. Just something to look back on, I guess. So let's do this little metamorph here. Looks like we're getting yet another heart. I hope this is something else I hope they change. It seems like maybe 50% of all the boss pieces I get are hearts. I don't really know if there's something I'm missing about that mechanic, but it seems like everybody's having issues finding eyes, which is, you know, the case for me too. And I don't find too many livers, but I definitely find more livers than I do eyes. We'll just put like a fair amount of buffs on this guy. Metamorphs have proven they're starting to get a little laggy because they die a little bit faster than the boss, it seems. Like he's gonna get frozen. He's got a lot of life actually. But the rate that they spawn adds seems proportionate to their health. And sometimes when they don't have quite this much health, they just spawn maybe super fast and it gets pretty stuttery. But there you can see we're still freezing these metamorphs at tier 16 with Awakening 5. So the build's been really, really good on the Atlas. Still, I haven't had any issues. I think we had one death on stream today during a really nasty terrace map that had 90% avoidance of ailments and chain, and that's a tier 16 terrace. I had a couple other mods that I don't remember, and there were tons of porcupines on the map, and I was trying to play it a little aggressively because I was just trying to move forward. And the porcupines were chaining from like 2 screens because they chained from totem to me. And I guess chain resets their projectile distance. And I put a totem forward, kind of up on a ledge, and it just nuked all of these porcupines that weren't shattering because of the 90% elemental avoidance and just got absolutely blasted. It chained all off the totem into me and pretty much killed me immediately. So that was fun. But otherwise, you know, that's basically the only deaths I've had in maps, and it's kind of my own fault. I can't really fault the game on that one. I could have gone back to town, right, and put on which one? This, you know, if I had unlocked the avoid projectiles had chained, I could have done that, and it makes those chain maps a lot easier. Even though you start getting stunned more, it's still usually worth on those 2 chain maps that are really dangerous. But yeah. That's where we're at right now. I feel like it'll probably be a couple more days, assuming we don't have too bad luck, that I can get enough currency to start getting some more serious upgrades. And I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be before we're at Awakening 8, because we have 12 Watchstones left. We managed to get 4 Watchstones today, I think. 3 or 4. Assuming that pace holds, and it should, I think. You know, we've still got a few days before we're at Awakening 8. And hopefully, we killed a couple Conquerors with Awakening today and didn't get any gems, but hopefully we'll start seeing more of those soon. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I will upload that second Awakener attempt not long after this, I think, and maybe do a little bit of more talking over it about the specifics about the fight. Unfortunately, that recording's not going to be great for that, so maybe I'll just upload it unedited, because basically the first 50% of his life goes by pretty quick, maybe a minute or 2, and everything looks pretty normal, and then I can't get back in the arena for anything. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer, man. I feel like everything about this patch has been really cool. I'm really loving the new Atlas. I like the Metamorph mechanic a lot. It'll be a lot better once that patch hits that makes the parts auto pick up. The Conquerors are cool. I like seeing the new items. I even kind of like the Awakened support gems, even though they're a little bit on the nose power creep. But it's a big bummer that the Awakener shipped like this. I think it's put a big damper on my entertainment here in the past couple of days. And it even feels like it's also put a damper on the hardcore solo self-found race, especially with the way Waggle died. People weren't too happy about that, so hopefully they get some adjustments to that soon. You can catch me on Twitch. Usually I start streaming 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific. It's twitch.tv/WallogTV. And as usual, I'll put a link in the Discord if you want to jump in there. And in case you don't see me online, you need to have some questions about PoE answered. So, enjoy the Awakener fight. It'll probably be up by the time you see this. If you just want to laugh at me running into a storm 5 times. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.